Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
Well, I hope everybody sitting here watching. Do not adjust your cameras. Yes, there is a special guest on this show. Um, as you already know, this is Originators Monday, where we kick off the foolishness. Got heard Sam earlier. That's our turn. Your host K Styles, aka the Sixth Man. To my stage left, you know him as the Senator, Mad Mike Sports. And we have a special guest on here this evening. You know him as Smooth. We know him as Spitty Sports Machine. But you may know us, and you may know him as one of the OGs of the Atlanta Falcons space. Spitty Sports Machine, what's happening, homie?
Hey, what's up, fam? A little under the weather, man, but I got kicking y'all for a minute.
Okay, cool. Introduction was pretty good on that one. Well, we need to put some more star studs and put some more sauce on it.
Oh no, y'all ain't got to put no more sauce on it, man. Sauce Gardner got paid today, so that's all the sauce.
Yeah. Kissing a little ass over here, that's all it does. But for real though, man, we appreciate y'all coming in, man. We appreciate Smitty over here as well. Yes, like I said, for those that just tuned in, do not adjust your set. Yes, the originators and Smitty Sports Machine is on here. So, hey man, let's go ahead and get right into it. Give a shout out to Deshaun Caswell, got Sherman Wood. We got the franchise in the building. We got Jay Diaz, D Coleman, crazy ass. Hey man, let's go and get right into it, man, fellas. As I know, No Smith said he's under the weather, so he jumped on it. Mike, how's your ass been doing today, man?
I'm terrific. I've been pretty good. Can't complain.
Pretty good. Hey man, let's go and get right into it, man. How you want to kick this thing off? You wanna start off with the ridiculous ass contracts that's been going on the last couple days?
Straight to it. Let's get straight to it because I think everybody want to talk about it.
All right. So for those that may be blind to the situations here, as we've already said and y'all have already seen, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, both signed contracts. That's going to have them combined making almost $70 million a year for the next 2 years combined. First of all, Smitty, how do you feel about a team paying for that type of weaponry, especially after the season that Cincinnati had, in your opinion?
Honestly, I think it was a big mistake, and they're still talking about signing Trey Henderson as well. We as Atlanta Falcons know this story all too well with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Deion Jones. So we have experienced this, so we know this can go only one or two ways. And by the way, T. Higgins' contract is only guaranteed the first 2 years. But they can only go one or two ways. It could succeed within a Super Bowl berth in the next 2 years, or in the next 2 years they'll be selling the farm just to make ends meet. It's going to go either way. So at the end of the day, yes, you have to make these moves because the quarterback needs his weapons. But at the same time, wide receiver is one of those positions that you can replenish over and over again. You can bring in a fourth round to put up 1,000 yards. Let's keep it real. Look at Puka Nacua, what he did with the Rams a couple of years ago. So this is the perfect example of a bad GM. So when you look at it, I just think Cincinnati is just in for a world of trouble. because you're finna pay a defensive end that's 30 years old, and you're probably gonna pay him assets of 22 to 25 million. I just don't think it's on the end well just because of what I saw with my Atlanta Falcons. And I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all because, like I said, Joe Burrow is one of those quarterbacks. He can make it work with anybody. He's just that talented. So you have to look at it as that. And if you don't, they've already let go of Joe Mixon, which I understand because of the contract. But wide receiver is just one of those positions I refuse to pay a receiver $25-30 million. Even though Drake's contract is coming up and he's going to get close to that. But man, look, if I'm a GM, honestly, if they're not Randy Moss, Johnson, Jerry Rice, or somebody like that with that type of talent, every 2-3 years, I'm gonna draft the number one receiver. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. Because I just feel like it's just one of those positions that you don't have to panic and pay folks. Just my honest opinion.
Yeah, I'm about to say I know my opinion, but they came out looking like some jackasses. I'm not even gonna tell you no lie.
Absolutely.
Cause I'm kind of with them. It's like you already got the holes on your offensive line. You already got the holes on your defense enough.
Exactly.
You would think that you trying to fill something up right there, but that's a lot of money just to be paying just for two receivers, bro. I don't see how this works. Now, like you said, offensively they was fine. They couldn't stop a cold.
Exactly.
So all I say is they better make it work, or you gonna have some angry Cincinnati Bengals fans, and you're gonna have me sitting on the sideline eating popcorn, laughing at their ass. What you got on that, Mike?
I mean, I pretty much said it, man. But this like my thing is, this is my opinion about Jamar Chase. He's not Julio Jones. He ain't Julio Jones, so I don't see I don't see a reason why you should pay him a record amount of money. Like honestly, I still think Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in the game. That's just me. And he didn't get that type of but we're giving this to Jamar Chase. You know, I'm not saying he's not a terrific receiver, but the money that they shelling out to receivers is like it's like Kim said, this is a jackass move. Like all I'm hearing from this is y'all hearing the fans. The fans love Jamar Chase. The fans love this team and the players, and y'all just going out of y'all way to try to satisfy the fans. Anytime you start satisfying the fans and listening to the fans, we need to sign this guy, we need to get this guy. But we said that about Devontae Freeman. We said that about Tevin Coleman. We said that about Robert Alford, Desmond Trufant, and where it get us? Absolutely nowhere. So back to what Smith was talking about. When we start paying our players, these guys really don't need that. Like, we really don't need to pay these guys because, like I said, man, you can get guys that drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, and these guys can give up 30, 1,000 yards. We've seen it time and time again, over and over again. So this is a dumbass move. Like, for one, Trey Henderson, not even y'all's. Like, he's not even your guy. And you are contemplating giving this guy $100 million. Look, only way I'm giving it, this dude better be homegrown. So I like T. Higgins, not that great of a receiver to be paying that much money. And I just think it's a dumbass GM. He's really a fucking moron.
And the crazy thing is, I think they're gonna draft Ty Warren in the first round to complete out that offense. Yeah, they re-signed Mike Gesicki, but they the Cincinnati Bengals. They known for doing stupid shit. So I look.
I'm kind of like this, man. I understand. I understand offense is pretty football, and I know everybody wants to see it, but it just gets to a point in time where you have to put a focus on trying to build a complete team. And like you said,
Right.
this is where the Falcons are right now. Is they're going through that process. I mean, we've been a straight up offensive juggernaut for damn near 15, 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
They have to find, like you said, they're finally starting to fill that stuff out, but still got a good ways to go.
Oh, what else
So
do they feel? That's like, look, you're gonna spend those $200 million on your quarterback. Don't have an issue. Jamar Chase, I don't have an issue. Even though I do think he's a little bit, overpaid. Again, that's just me. I just don't believe in giving receivers that much money because I just think you can find receivers to put up
Yeah,
yards.
but you know
Quarterback,
what that is though.
you
You
can
know what that
replace.
is though. That's the numbers he putting up. That's the only
Mhm.
reason he got the money. He's been a
Yeah.
Pro Bowl. He's putting up the numbers. He's putting up record numbers, to be honest. But what has
Mhm.
T. Higgins done to guarantee him $25 million? Nothing. He's just a number two receiver. You can get that from anywhere. And think about what they lost the last 2 years on defense. They just cut their best linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. They just lost Jesse Bates to us a couple of years ago. And what else do they have there? You remember Geno Atkins was one of their best players ever, but they would not pay him that kind of money. It just doesn't make sense. So, that's got to be the dumbest GM in the league. It got to be.
all right, so yeah, I know as far as the Trey Henderson part of this damn deal, now apparently they're still trying to work something out to where they can pay him as well. I still don't see how that's gonna work out, but
You're gonna have to
we're
go
gonna
through
find
it,
out.
man. You can't keep all those guys. You can't pay 2-3 guys 100. I mean, 4 guys $100 million contracts and expect to keep everybody else. Like you're gonna have to retool your offense and defense every year in order to keep those guys. One of those guys got to go after a year or two. It's just my opinion.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be T. Higgins easily.
Yeah.
That's probably why they guaranteed that first 2 years, like you said.
Yeah. It's gonna be damn
But
near to do that.
but as far as this going down the line, and this is the second question to this, is I'm gonna let you go ahead and run point on this. So how do you think that this affects Drake London down the line, especially with it coming up for a new contract?
That depends on his production. If his production is, anywhere close to what Jamar Chase or T. Higgins, you have to pay him that kind of money. But this is the first season he's just coming off 1,000 yards, so the Falcons in good shape. At the most, I think they'll be anywhere from 18 to 20 million a year. And I think that's fair. But like I said, as me being a GM, if Drake London doesn't put up those numbers that warrants 20 to 25 million, you got to go get you another number one receiver. Just keep it real. Because you don't overpay somebody just because of what the market says. I've been saying this for God knows how long.
I think Matt been saying the same thing.
Well,
not doing it.
Well, what do you, Smitty? That make a lot of sense, bro.
Oh yeah, but look, I mean, as I said, man, wide receivers come a dime a dozen, just like a running back, just like a tight end. If they traded Kyle Pitts this offseason, there's a guy Bowling Green that you can get in the second or third round, probably give you more production than Kyle Pitts, and he'll be on a rookie contract. See, that's the thing: finding talent on rookie contracts, keeping your key players that you know gonna produce. If they don't produce, you gotta let them pick rocks, man. And if Drake London, honestly, if he's not a 100 catch, 1,500 yard, 10 touchdown guy this year, you keep that number under 20.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that, bro. Because your quarterback is different now. Your quarterback actually, this dude don't mind throwing it to anybody, and he's accurate as I don't know what. So it's no reason for Drake's numbers to dip this season at all. I mean, Smitty, you hit it on the head, man. There's no reason for them to dip.
And that's what I was just telling Mike about Burrow, man. Burrow don't have to have Jamar Chase. I think that's a must. But
Yeah.
T. Higgins, you can go out and get a Luther Burden in the first round to replace T. Higgins and probably get better production. Because guess what? He's faster. His route running is better. And his long speed is better. So I just feel like that was a mistake because that $22 million, you probably could have went out and found another defensive person to bring in to that piss poor defense to make it better. It just doesn't make sense.
But you know what, Smitty, you said something, and I don't know if you said it before I got on here, is you're speaking from a terms of let's put players on the team that feel a need instead of a fantasy want or just because they're a big name. You know what I mean? Right. I made a couple shorts and I've been getting at people and I've been trying. Smitty, I'm gonna tell you, I told people about the Hendrickson contract before it was put out on Twitter. And about, to the Falcons, and looking at how Higgins and all of them did, it's like that's a good chess move because them brothers understood. And I always say this: you got the player side of it, and then you got the organization side of it. Them boys played the fiddle.
Yeah, agreed.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna do? I tell everybody all the time: players look at their career like, what is this organization gonna do for me? And then the organization's like, well, how is this player going to make us money? But y'all got to look at it. Organizations can screw players. So sometimes players look out for themselves.
I mean, that's always a good thing for a player. The thing is, as an organization, as we know now with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, you got to be careful for what you're giving guys. So it's like there are two aspects of the conversation right now, and I think at some point we're gonna get to that. But with Grady Jarrett, we don't know what the true issue with why Grady left. Now, I've speculated that Grady wanted more money. The Falcons didn't want to give him the money, and they mutually agreed to part ways. That's the way I feel like.
Yeah, I think he wanted an extension, man. And you saw it when he entered Chicago. They were working on that contract 2-3 days before the damn tampering period started. Ain't no way in the hell you can go to another team in a couple of hours and say, hey, they paying me $15 million. Hey, man, look, I'm telling you.
That part.
Look, I'm telling you. That will never happen to me again if I'm a GM. Paying 4 players, excess of $20 million to destroy my team. The only quarterback, the only money that's going to get position that's going to get money is the quarterback. Outside the quarterback, anybody else is spendable. That's with any team in the NFL. If you crazy enough to pay this person, now if they're Aaron Donald, Reggie White, Lauren Taylor, somebody like that with that type of talent, yeah, I get it. But if they're not putting up that type of production, everybody is spendable, except the quarterback.
I mean, especially nowadays, because like we was just saying earlier, when free agency first started, all them splash signings you start seeing. And I'm looking around the league like everybody cheering for these people. I'm like, okay, y'all gonna cheer until, because if you don't make the playoffs or you don't get into the championship or the Super Bowl, your team becomes dismantled as soon as free agency starts.
I'm glad you said that. How many players earn in excess of $200 million actually finished out the term of their contract?
Oh man. Smitty, I'm still trying to find a finger to count on.
I haven't seen. Hold on, not Aaron Rodgers.
Let me see. Beelzebub.
The 10 man.
10 man. The Cowardly Lion. Yeah, I can't really think of none.
Al.
Yeah, contracts overrated, man. Contracts are overrated. Why you think most contract with big numbers are always front loaded? Because they know the back end of their contract just not coming. Either they're gonna get cut, get traded, or they're gonna end up retiring. One or the other.
And I'm glad you said that, Smitty, because a lot of people don't understand, and Mike and Kev and you have been saying this for years. Y'all got to play in the fact that as you get older, injuries become more apparent. The ones you got and the ones you could possibly get. So you're not a sure thing on the backside of your contract as you were on the front side, unless you have an unforeseen injury that just starts off the rip.
Exactly.
Look, I love the moves they done made so far.
Oh, pretty good.
I mean, let's be honest. Every move that we've made, and this is what I was telling these people on Twitter. I said, they talking about, well, the Falcons can go and afford who they want. I said, no, they can't. I said, because you got to understand something. The money, once you get out of cap hell, a portion of that money has to be allocated towards your draft class. That's the future. But you have to be smart enough to know what's on your team, who you can bring back, who's been productive, and then who we can get in free agency so we're not breaking the bank. And every year for the last 4 years, Falcons have stirred up the NFL to where now that these teams are making goofy picks. And then when you get to the draft, now you pole mouth. Because and they're not thinking now, we still got contracts we got to honor coming up 2026.
Dead cap. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing whereas we have addressed needs. Like we complain so much about the linebacker room. Like I swear I have nightmares of seeing Judon run into the end zone chasing somebody in the red sleeve. It makes me nauseated. But now we got a linebacker / safety that can cover. Okay, we got that right there. You just brought in Jeff Obrick. So if he knows linebackers, that's the guy you want to have on it. We brought a Leonard Ford. Like those guys that you get on this team. I've heard you talk about the guy a lot. Guess what? We got him. That takes up another part of the team that we had a small issue with. We're not breaking the bank. It ain't really a flashy name, but it's the man serviceable for the money that we use.
Right.
And does it solve a problem?
Yeah, it like I said, it really just comes down to being able to build a foundation. And I think once you figure out what that foundation is with a team, drafting becomes a lot easier. And I think that's where the Atlanta Falcons are right now, and why Grady Jarrett had to go. And to be honest, man, like I've said this, it's not like I don't appreciate Grady Jarrett for what he is, but like we weren't going anywhere. Our defense wasn't getting any. It was getting worse with Grady Jarrett there. We had so many other players that come in. And these guys, like, we don't know what these guys can do. Like, we've signed free agents, whether it's linebackers, defensive linemen, DBs, all these guys have come in, and our defense hasn't gotten any better with Grady Jarrett. So at this point in time, Smitty, I know you got to go, so we'll get your take on this, your last take on this. But like I said, man, with Grady Jarrett there. It's like I'm glad. Why? Because we get to see what the real issue was. It Grady Jarrett? Was he really that good of a player we should have been building around? We are going to get to see that now. We're gonna get all the answers now.
Man, it's just another case. It's just another case of having to play around for too long. It's just that simple. And if you look at what happened last year, they told y'all last year's draft, Grady Jarrett was gonna be wrong this year.
Cam said the same.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the writing been on the wall for God knows how long. Same thing with Julio Jones. The writing was on the wall before he signed that $3 $66 million contract. We all knew his damn hamstring was turkey bacon at that point. So come on, man. Come on.
Wait. Whoa, Smitty, wait. You talking about the man was running with hormone stuck to the back of his leg?
Yeah, that dude was smucking between his knees. But look, look, man, this is the way you have to do things nowadays. You have to make your team younger at the right time. Sometimes you can keep players for too long. And honestly, I say this, and I know people ain't gonna like it, but eventually, same thing would have happened to Mike Vick, whether you like him or you love him. Same thing would have happened.
Ooh, Smitty, don't you hurt me, clearly.
Hey, man, because What is the oldest saying in football? Father Time is always undefeated, whether it's age, whether it's contract.
Yes, sir.
And that never changes. So
Mhm.
great is great is this time.
Yeah. But the thing that got me, and I was saying it today on Sam's show, Grady Jarrett, part of that contract, part of him walking out of Atlanta too was that injury. And I said, I believe, in my personal opinion, Grady didn't make that decision by himself. His mama, his wife, and sat down, look, bruh. And I told people, I said, this past season broke Grady. I said he had the greatness beat out of him because that man came in the league, and shortly after he got in the league, he was in the Super Bowl. And I said, ever since then, he been climbing, clawing, scratching to try to get back. This last season, he had an opportunity. In his mind, he probably had we got an opportunity to really go back and actually win it. And when the season fell apart, Grady probably was like, And after that injury, bro, come on, you're not sitting up in your hospital bed watching your team collapse during one season to come back the next season and it collapsed while you on the field with a knee brace. You thinking bro, I ain't got much. Look, I'm not trying to waste the rest of my years trying to chase something that may not be for me. And they probably was look, all the time you was in Atlanta, all the should be, could be, and would be, look where it got you. You hurt. You on the backside of your career. You need to be trying to prolong this as long as possible.
Facts.
And Atlanta ain't it. You did all you can do. They ain't got you no help. You still getting triple team. You got a bad knee. It's time to think about your future.
Yeah. And honestly, there are a couple of defensive tackles in this draft that can come in and do exactly what he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got in mind? Who you got in mind for that?
Easily. That's Walter Nolan from Ole Miss. That dude is going to be a dog at the next level. All he has to do is land in the right situation. And honestly, man, I'm going to just keep it funky with y'all. 4-3 is the way we should go. That's the way we built. Now, if we go out and get a outside linebacker / edge rusher, then yeah, we keep to the 3-4. But you look at Zach Harris. You look at what's the other kid name? Braden Trice. He can play either or. So I mean, 4-3 is the way to go.
So Smitty, you mean to tell me, because I've been saying this, and I'll correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know if you agree. We have far too long gotten away from the DNA that helped other organizations benefit from it, which is the grit blitz type defense and running the ball. But now, since we're in the era of the passing game, I mean, bruh, I'm right there with you. I mean, I hate to tell Falcons fans, but this team is built off of gritty principles. We were never finessey and flashy.
Yeah, that's good. That's true. But if you look at what they've done defensive-wise the last 20 years, 4-3 has been their staple. When John Abraham was here, that was their staple back in 98 with that 98 Super Bowl team. 4-3 was their staple. Who was on that defensive line? Chuck Smith, Dustin Archambault, Shane Jordan. So you had to have dogs line up and down the defensive line, man. So you just got to get back to that gritty way of playing football.
Right.
So I mean, till they find that toughness, man, it's gonna be the same thing. Cause this finesse stuff just don't work for me. It never has.
It don't. It don't, man.
I mean, I'm not saying nothing.
We've been with like I said. I think we've been on saying this about 4 years now. Like you said, eventually, and what we saw in this past Super Bowl should have told everybody. Actually, what you've seen in the Super Bowl literally in the last 3 to 4 years should have told you.
Right.
You win in the trenches, bro.
Right.
You win in the trenches.
Speaking of 3 to 4 years, Michael Parsons, Jordan Davis, and Jaden Carter. If we had 3 of those guys on our team right now, we're the Michael Penix. We'll be talking about Super Bowls.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I had to give people a wake up call. I tell people there's nothing wrong with getting players. There's nothing wrong with getting impact players. The only thing, my only caveat to that is if you don't find somebody to stand up and they got balls enough to put those gentlemen in their correct positions and let them play that, unless they're a multiple type player, you do them no service. I've had to tell people that. You do them no service. And I told people, from my perspective, the defense we had last year wasn't terrible. It was terribly managed. It was terribly managed because the guys we had, if you were smart, we got fast cornerbacks and safeties. Bring them guys up closer to the line of scrimmage to contain if you got a quarterback that gets out the pocket or if you got a running back that your front five can't stop. When you got to use your DBs as your main source of defense, you're in trouble. But if you mismanage even them, you asking to lose the game. Because like we see Matt Ryan do, you can put up 40 points and they'll score 41.
Wow.
Like I said, I think a guy like a Divine Diablo being a major key piece for this defense because, and I've heard a lot of people say this, and I've heard you say this as well, is we missed a lot of, and Mike said it, we've all said it over here. They lacked a lot of speed at that linebacking core, and a lot of the games that we saw where a lot of teams took advantage, because that's where we was getting killed more in the passing game was out of the slot than anything.
Right.
So y'all devalued, the Atlanta Falcons have devalued the linebacker position because that right there, if you look at the history of the Atlanta Falcons since it was created, like we've always had a damn good linebacker. And like now, like last year, the last couple of years, it's just like, man, what's going on? Can we keep it?
That started when you let Deion Jones stay and you let Fuller y'all know what I'm talking about.
Foyer.
Aluakon. Yeah, that dude. Yeah. Well, you kept the wrong dude.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, how many players finish out those big contracts? Deion Jones got halfway through his.
I think at that point in time, I would say that, but the biggest issue that they had at that point in time was you had the Jamar Brown and James Carpenter was two of the worst signings that we had since Ray Edwards.
Oh my God.
Them dudes can stop a 2-year-old from crossing the street.
Wow.
But if you remember at that standpoint, it was those two contracts, it was the Freeman contract that forced them to make that decision. Because in reality, both of them was really supposed to stay.
Yeah. And people got to understand now. We got to get out of the mindset of trying to go after just this one person figuring they're going to save this defense, because we don't have that one man last defense type situation going on right here. And I said it before, we didn't play a third of our young players last season enough to know what they can do. And Mike been saying this for the last couple months. Like I said, I said it today. I said, if y'all paid attention, look at Braylon Trice. Braylon Trice just got married. Guess what? That man coming in here with a whole nother wife. He about to be a berserk monster.
The man, this is what pissed me off too. This man, we had this man on the bench for 3 years.
Wow.
And we're talking about D'Angelo Malone.
Right.
For 3 years. He gets in 3 games and had 3 sacks after we couldn't get 3 sacks all damn season.
Hey, I said all he needed was an opportunity. I said it. That's all he needed.
Y'all wonder why I don't like Raheem? You wondering why? And the only reason why he did it is because D-Led and the guy said D-Led was the one who said, "Hey, why isn't D'Angelo Malone getting playing time?" And once he said that, he put him in, and then the motherfucker got 3 sacks.
Yeah,
I'm finna start some shit before I leave. I bet Bill Belichick would have played. I bet he
You know what? You know what? You know what? How dare you come in there with this common sense? How dare
Hey,
you come in here with common sense?
Hey, on that note, I got to roll, man. I'll holler at y'all soon.
Hey, man.
All right, man. We appreciate
Hey, man,
you,
good
man.
to see you, Smitty.
No doubt.
Appreciate you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But Mike, you damn sure ain't lying about that shit, boy. I'm sitting there looking like,
3
Really?
years. This dude sat on the bench for 2 years. Did nothing. Didn't get one opportunity. And this motherfucker played in 2 games and get 3 sacks.
Bro.
He do that all year.
And you know what's sad, Mike? We complain about the team not developing players, but when we get an opportunity to develop players, it actually works better than just trying to get cereal box name players off the street. I'm just saying, bro. And I'm gonna agree with Smitty. Belichick would have threw him out there. Come on, young man, let's go.
Look, I have not gotten over Bill Belichick cheating. I have not gotten over him beating our ass in the Super Bowl. I have not. But what I do know, I know reality. Reality is he would have built this foundation to this team, and that's all we needed was a foundation. We knew he was 73 years old. We know that. We know what that about. But he could have built the foundation just like Dean Pease did, and he would have put a guy in place. We could have chosen a guy that's in place. Hell, we could have chosen Raheem. But Bill Belichick would have done it right. It ain't no doubt in my mind that Bill Belichick would have set the foundation to this defense. That's all I cared about. Is a foundation.
But this goes to the second question. I think we wanted to talk about it as well. How about Arthur? How about Terry Fontenot dodging a bullet with that AJ Terrell contract?
Ooh.
Do tell, K-Styles. Do tell.
Yeah.
Well, for those that do not know, your boy Derek Stingley Jr. is now the highest paid corner in NFL history.
Oh,
at going on $30 million a year.
this is why you don't jump out there and just hand out contracts like you're on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It got to make sense. Terry Fontenot has kept his team out of cap hell because he's done team-friendly contracts. We're not trying to break the record for how many people we done overpaid. We're not trying to do it. Dimitrov done already done that. Dimitrov dug the hole, jumped in the hole, pulled everybody else in the hole, climbed out, and left us in there.
Mm-hmm. I don't care about nobody. Look, I don't care about him being good. They got to make sense for the organization. I think that's where a lot of fans and a lot of players get the shit twisted. It still has to make sense for the team. So we up here so focused on, whoa, this guy, he got 1,500 yards. Yes, he did. But did he get those 1,500 yards by himself?
Nope.
Did the quarterback help him? Yes. Did the offensive line help? Yes. Did the running back help pick up blitzes? Yes. So he can catch those passes? Yes. Did the defensive line get to the quarterback and that to help allow a Stingley to get those to have the time? Because no DB can cover for 5+ seconds. No DB can do that. Not even Deion Sanders can do that. So we sit up here talking about all these players, but it still has to make sense. And I think that's where we're looking at now. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. And damn near the whole team done got. Look, I mean, Dallas Cowboys, the 49ers, that damn near the whole team has been gone and taken apart. Why? It's because they gave everybody all what they earned. Yes, Julio earned it, but guess what? He didn't do it by himself, and that's why our players, they got it all screwed up. And for me personally, if you're not the quarterback and you're not holding the ball every single play, don't tell me nothing about whether you earned it or not. Because the offensive line and that quarterback, they on their job they cannot make a mistake. The quarterback can't make a mistake, and the offensive lineman can't make a mistake. So if for me personally, there's only two positions in the league for me. Of the quarterback, everybody on the offensive line. Offensive lineman can't take one play off. Everything is done if the quarterback and the offensive line takes a play off. Period. So you can say that wide receiver bullshit because I can get another one for half the fucking price.
Oh,
Shit.
but wait, Mike.
General goddamn for wide receiver shit.
But wait, they're not thinking about something. Let's just say y'all are right, and yeah, that player that is played their ass off is well worth the contract. What if they get hurt and they can't play no more? If you don't have another player on that team of their caliber or higher, you just wasted money. Because guess what? You get no more production for what you're paying for.
No.
So that's just like me working 4 hours on your job that you paying me $30,000 an hour for this. I'm just gonna throw out some crazy number, and then I turn around and I hurt my knee and I'm out for the rest of the year. Guess what? I'm walking away with your money. Because the way they get paid in terms of 9 to 5, that's like salary. So I'm getting paid regardless if I'm out or not. I'm taking all your money while I'm sitting on the couch blowing farts.
Damn, not farts.
And this is what we be talking about. I will never come out my mouth and say a player that go in the NFL and play their position doesn't deserve their money. But as a businessman, you got to take into account the what ifs, the possibles. You know what I'm saying? If he's a good player and that player gets hurt, or let's just say another player target him like they tried to do Kyle Pitts, and he has to sit out because of a surgery, he's still on the books. Regardless of how good he is, he's not playing. Which means that he's earning money. He's not earning money by being on the field. He's getting paid a salary just because.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. D. Coleman said, my ankle, I'll take that direct deposit. Absolutely. That's exactly what he's doing.
Exactly. My neck and my back.
My quads, my butt cheek. I can't walk. Jay Black said eating chicken wings at first. Yeah, they just kind of diabolical.
But as far as thinking about the timing of it, this is why.
Mm-hmm.
This is why a lot of times those tough decisions are made. Where y'all may feel like AJ didn't deserve that contract. Yeah, think about it like this. You could be paying AJ this contract.
Ooh, man.
Oh, how much?
Boy, that made my arthritis act up.
You really have no money back. You paying AJ $30 million, and then you got that messed up contract from Kirk Cousins. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Just imagine, boy.
Look. First of all, Falcons wouldn't be doing nothing in free agency, but watching it. It wouldn't be no free agency.
Yeah. Yes.
We'd be window shopping.
What is that? Use a window shopper. You said use a window shopper. Lord have mercy. Hold on, let me see. Get some of these comments. Let's go ahead and get some of these comments.
Oh, Carl. You know what, man? I tell you what. You just hang tight on that couch, and we'll let you know when the Falcons get into the playoffs, and then just turn your TV on, and you can bypass the pain. No pain, no gain, no pain.
Well, what'd you
No
say?
gain.
Pure propane. Pure propane.
Propane.
Oh,
Propane.
anything.
All right. Let's see. He said, could we change the game and extend Drake, KP, and Bijan next offseason?
Well, that's been done already. The Dallas Cowboys did it with the big three.
Yeah. You know what? That scenario right there depends. It would depend heavily on, you know what I'm saying, what the Falcons stand to lose and how we do this season. Because remember, you still got a lot of 1-year contracts. So you would only really extend players like that if you had a cap situation and everybody was on 3-year contracts or more. Because usually with that, them 1-year contracts, once they fall off, there's no penalty on the backside for that. They can just be free agents.
Well, there's always a penalty for that anyway. The thing is, you got to wait till space is done. Now the Falcons are going to do it, but they had to get rid of Grady Jarrett's contract. That's why they extended. They reworked Jake Matthews' contract because you have Caleb and you have Caleb's contract is coming off, and then you have. So in order to extend, you got to get rid of contracts. So that's why a Grady Jarrett being gone and Drew Dahlman being gone, they'll be able to spend. So either this year or next year, you'll be saying it won't be Bijan's, but it may more than likely be one of the three. And I'm going to say these three. It's going to be either Caleb McGarry, his extension, and Drake London, or quite possibly Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
We're gonna see where it up, but you got to free up contracts in order to extend guys. So anytime you see extension, anytime any team has an extension, a contract extension, somebody's on the way out.
Okay.
And that's any team, not just Atlanta Falcons. So somebody, when I told y'all, when you see an extension, what happened? Jake got the extension. And guess who left?
Grady.
Grady.
I remember that. That's a AKA hack from your boy Man Mike. Anytime you see a team extend someone, somebody's gone.
And this is why when you have the team together that you believe can get you there, you don't mismanage or waste. You don't waste the time they on the team. Don't waste their careers. That's why I was yelling this past season. Like, look, bro, you got the opportunity. We can win this and walk into the playoff. You got a good bunch. Don't waste their careers. Because there's no telling that in the free agency and the draft, you're gonna hit on players that's gonna make an impact. It's a crapshoot.
I wouldn't say that, Carl. Mooney actually is on I think his second.
Yeah, this is second year. I think most of his guarantees will be gone after this season.
Gone, so it's not a guarantee with him. So that's what I mean. A lot of guys that you see right now, and this is why we said, I've been saying, and Coach been saying for sure. Look, y'all got to go to Coach and Chain because he's been doing pretty much the exact same thing that me and K Styles have been saying. It's like, don't be surprised if I can go offensively because look at a guy like Michael Penix. He may, okay, I'm not saying this for certain, but he may want his own project where he can sit down and say, yeah, Drake, my boy, yeah, Kyle, my boy, yeah, Bijan, my boy, but I want my own project where I can sit there as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this? I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all may get mad. Some of y'all may not. Michael Penix has been this season alone. Michael Penix has been Matt Ryan's understudy as well as parts of Kirk Cousins. His mentality, his wherewithal. Matt sat down with that young man and had a talk with him about how he did his early part of his career. I'm telling you right now, the way he's handling it, when I heard him say he getting ready to take the offense and they getting ready to practice, that's a Matt Ryan type thing that he's did. That's a Tom Brady thing. That's what great quarterbacks do. That Matt Ryan passed his legacy on to Mike Penix under the radar, and then nobody even see it. So every move that's going to be made in the draft is most likely going to be made on behalf of him, with the exception of maybe about one or two players. Because the one thing you want to do, and Mike just said it a couple minutes ago, your quarterback of the future, number one, must be protected. Number two, must be able to operate in the way he feels the most comfortable, which is whomever he sees somebody that he needs, they're going to go get. Because they can't afford to mess that up. That's why we were talking about the center. And I left a question on Twitter about, you know what I'm saying, the guy that just released. Do you think we should get him? That is the reason why Terry got these small contracts on the defensive side of the ball, because the defensive side of the ball can be fudged a little bit.
Let me further point out what I was talking about.
Okay.
This whole show is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? So I want everybody to put on their thinking cap, or well, they listening cap, and listen to what I'm saying. What is this show about?
The facts, the stats, and the truth.
No. This particular show. What is this show? What's the topic of this show?
Topic of this show is overpaying motherfuckers. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
And T. Higgins.
Right.
Okay? Why do y'all think they paid those two guys?
You
see what I'm saying?
Do tell, Mike.
Y'all go out, you get one more? They paid those two guys because of the quarterback said so.
Ding, ding, ding.
This is why I say y'all need to listen to what I'm saying and get out of it. They did all of this, Michael, for Burrow. Y'all don't think the Atlanta Falcons ain't listening to Michael Penix, saying Michael Penix probably be saying, "Hey, bro, that damn tight end right there, he look good, man. Look, flips look kind of good, man. He remind me of a little goddamn bit of our boy from Georgia. Anybody know that boy from Georgia? Oh man, he remind me of Calvin Johnson from Georgia Tech. You don't think our quarterback is saying that type of stuff, and they won't go out and say, "Yeah, I think we need our quarterback. Yeah, he's our guy for the next 5 years. I think we need to listen to him." Look, organizations are going to look and they're going to listen and hear. And they're going to do whatever they quarterback. The only reason why T. Higgins got paid is because Joe Burrow said so. Okay? He wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Joe Burrow. He'll be gone.
So, say it, Kev. I know what you're about to say. Say it.
So what Mike is saying is, if Michael Penix want that wide receiver out of Arizona,
they going to get him.
They gonna get him.
But wait, let's back up. We told y'all this about 5 weeks ago. When Penix came out of his mouth and said, "I got to do a better job of getting them the ball, and I want to get on board get on one-on-one with Pitts," I sat back and said, "Yeah, Pitts gonna be on the team." He basically told Blank, "I want Pitts." Everybody else, the three people I know guarantee he won't: London, Pitts, and Bijan. Them three right there ain't got to worry about nothing right now. He want them right there because you've seen the play when he's played with them. He knows I can throw to them guys, and if I can find out what they like, I can just throw it to them. They'll go get it. I'm not worried about that. So if he sees somebody in the draft that remind him of what he had on his college team, they're gonna go get it. I'm gonna tell you right now, if he sit up here and say he want that center Bradbury, they're gonna go get Bradbury.
And that's what they're talking about. He asked for money when we went out and we knew that Kirk Cousins was pretty much a guarantee for us. Kirk Cousins asked for a wide receiver, so they went out and got a wide receiver. He asked for money, and we got him, and we signed him for almost the exact same duration of Kirk Cousins' contract right now, almost the exact 2 years guaranteed for the most part. Both of those guys, if you look at their money and their guaranteed, all of it expired around the exact same time. Their guaranteed money expires around the exact same time after 2 years. So listen what I'm saying. Okay, get out y'all feelings because it ain't about the feelings. If a quarterback, the best player, let's say Grady Jarrett just said, all right, man, I want this and I want that. I need this and I need that. If the Falcons are building around them and they see that he is that guy, they're going to listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, the two most important things on any football team is to protect your quarterback and give him some weapons to operate from. That's it.
A happy home is a what? A happy wife.
Quarterback.
Yeah, they said the happy wife, happy life. Yeah. But the thing is, you got to protect her too. You can't just let somebody come in there and tap it in front of you.
Vlad, what's going on, bro?
Yeah. If y'all look at the moves that were made, the moves that were made on the defensive side of the ball tells you we didn't have a bad defense. It tells you we were defensively mismanaged. The moves on the offensive side of the ball tells you we are a damn good offense. We just need to, number one, not poke any holes in the offensive line already and bolster whatever weapons that quarterback needs, to include center.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all pay attention in the next couple hours. If y'all happen, because they just released Bradbury, if y'all happen to see the Falcons come up here and sign Bradbury, y'all know what time it is. Now, Noodle is serviceable. I'm not taking nothing away from him because he did good when he was in the game. But the one thing I've been saying, and I've said it on here, if you go back and look at Matt Ryan's early career, Mud Duck is one of the reasons why Matt Ryan was able to be in a comfortable pocket. He had experience. And when you have a rookie quarterback, your center out of everybody needs to be the most experienced because he has to be able to relay stuff that Mike might not be able to see in that moment.
Yes, I am, y'all.
Hold on. Said the Falcons defensive signage just shows a bad level of complacency. No, that just shows that motherfucker ain't got $175 million to pay for a bunch of players.
Well, here's my thing, though. How would they complacent if your coach has you out of position? That's bad management. The players don't put themselves in a position. The coach does that.
Money still, it don't even look. What money do the Atlanta Falcons have? Everybody want them to go out here and spend what? Spend what? Ain't nobody spending money like that in free agency right now. You act like it's the only Atlanta Falcons. You see, Miami ain't spending nothing. They damn near spent $300 million in one off season. They ain't got no more money.
Hell, they minus 12 under the cap, nigga. Shit, they ain't got no goddamn money.
I mean,
I don't know what y'all be looking at sometimes. Like, I don't know why y'all believe the Falcons got this. Like, they could just come up and make money. Like you see right now, wherever with the Saints.
Right.
They
that right there.
And restructured by 12 contracts.
Look, y'all don't understand. The Saints right now are in a situation where if they extend one more contract, they're gonna have to sell the Superdome.
Hold on. Let me look. Hold on. Just give me a minute, y'all. Let me answer this. How much money? How much money does every team get each year?
On average, well, since the cap went up now, it's at 280.
So let's just say every team get $250 million every year. What do you get, Mr. Doctor So Good, that you can create cap space the cap space that they ain't what they're getting each year is almost the exact same time, the exact same amount for each team. So how do you, if you've already spent it, the guaranteed money from the previous year from fucking up shit, how are you gonna create money that you don't have? That's what I want to get. So how can you always create cap space? What you're doing, Mr. Doctor So Good, you're borrowing money from the future. So, for example, if the Atlanta if what the Saints are doing, for example, they were $78 million in dead cap. Okay, so if they got 280 million, let's just say 285 million, just for conversation's sake. So what happens is they restructure a contract, borrow the money from that 280 something million, and bring it to this year. So next year, the following year, they don't have the same 280 million that they had that quote unquote will be there. They won't have that. They will have out of that 280 or that 250, they have to take what, 40 million? They just take 40 million. They would have to take 40 million from that 250. Now you're down to what? 210. So you're not creating cap space. You're borrowing money. So each year when you borrow money, you get less money and you're taking money for the future. So that's not correct. You're not creating space. You're borrowing money. So what happens is the guy like a Bijan Robinson, their contracts becomes a lot less, and those guys have to end up being traded, or better yet, just gone into free agency, and the Falcons don't have enough money to re-sign them. So you're absolutely and 100% wrong. The Saints they're not creating space. They're borrowing money from the future, and it's taken away from the future.
And then he said, restructuring current contracts. Eagles do it all the time. Nobody knocks them because they win. It ain't about winning or losing, because as you just heard, each team, whether they win or lose, gets the same cap space. So that means
can I say this right quick? Since he brought up the Philadelphia Eagles, did you know that the Philadelphia Eagles have 22 draft picks in the next 2 years? Because I think they got 8 this draft, and I think now they got 18 draft picks in the next 2 years.
99.
Yeah. So that's how they're doing that. So what happens is with a guy like what a team like the Eagles are doing, yeah, they're borrowing money right now for a team, but they're compiling a bunch of draft picks because they know the next year, the next couple of years, they're not going to have the same $280 million that every other team is getting. So what they have to do, go right back to what the Falcons did with Dean Pease and Arthur Smith. They have to have a damn team full of goddamn bums just to even have a 53-man roster. So ain't no public perception. That's not that's absolutely wrong. Public perception is bullshit. So I get what you're saying, but you're not creating space.
And then on top of that, with those 9, let's just say those 9 picks they got coming up in the first year that they start going down on the money, they're going to leverage those 9 picks to get more picks and have because whatever contracts and stuff that they may or may not want to get off the books, maybe they got a player on the books that contract is very, is hefty to them. They're going to try to leverage that contract, get out of that contract, get another team to take that player and that contract. So they're going to use them 9 picks to either get more picks or try to get money back on their books. The same thing Terry Fontenot would do if we had a bunch of draft picks. So that's leverage. So they're stockpiling leverage. They're not stockpiling money.
They're not stockpiling money. They're stockpiling leverage, and that's why what happened is what the
And,
Atlanta
that, and that's what happens. And like you said, that's what happens when you have a consistent foundation, a consistency of culture. See, what people keep forgetting to talk about with the Falcons is the inconsistencies of stability.
because you're spending money, you spend a lot of money in free agency. That's how you create instability.
And not even just that. Not even just that. It's the fact that if you're constantly changing coaches every damn year, you're changing the defensive a defensive coordinator every year.
Mm-hmm.
You're damn, like I said, you don't have consistency on your offensive side as far as coaching and stuff either. That's exactly what's going to happen. See, while y'all sitting up here worried about free agent signings and why the Falcons didn't spend $270 million on free agents, the main thing y'all need to worry about is why the hell the Falcons haven't built a consistency of stability yet.
Mm. And I'm gonna bring it home for since a lot of people, this go over a lot of people's head. Then I'm gonna get to this comment right here. If you walking around here with all your internal organs, and every year you got to change out your internal organs, do you think your health would be good? Do you
Yeah.
really think you got a good quality of life every time, every year? Oh, next year I got to change my liver out. Oh, there go my kidneys. Damn, man, my colon, boy, it's coming up on that year. My colon got to get switched out. Do you know how miserable and how bad quality of life you'll have? You first of all, you're gonna be medically broke because you ain't gonna be able to pay the money for them organs. Number two, the surgery gonna cost you, and then the pain of having to heal from it. Then to know they're gonna rip you open the next year and take the organ out, put another one in. You wouldn't be good either. You would be worth two dams. We got the $5 from Mr. White.
Mr. White.
He said, fan base continues to make excuses to avoid the total process, and you can't avoid player development. That part.
Ooh, boy.
That part right there.
That part. That part. Now,
Let me say this right before you get there. There was once a team a couple years ago who went down that road and spent about $220 million in free agency. Does anybody know what team that was? I want to see if the chat others know who that team was that spent about $220 million in free agency. I'm gonna see if I'm waiting to see if somebody give me the correct answer on this. There you go. Jacksonville Jaguars. For those that don't remember, them motherfuckers they had over $215 million worth of cap space a couple years ago. Them motherfuckers ended up in the red in 3 days.
72 hours.
72 hours they ended up in the red. And guess what? Half of the motherfuckers ain't even on the team no more.
Yep.
And for you 9-to-5ers, that's called bankruptcy.
I forgot about the Jaguars. I forgot about the Jaguars. You're right. They spent all that money and did nothing with it.
They did nothing with it. And then they fucked around. They fucked around and 2 years later gave Trevor Lawrence the highest quarterback contract 2 years later.
Now he on the trade.
That's called double bankruptcy. That doesn't look too good to get a house.
On a trade.
Now, I want to get this comment right here by Screwball. He said, what are y'all opinions on the Falcons trading for Trayvon Walker rumors? Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, and I said it on Twitter. Some of y'all gonna sell y'all house and y'all children to get this man. Yes, y'all are. Some of y'all gonna saw your own leg off, wrap it in saran wrap, and just go ahead and mail it to the NFL. Yeah, y'all gonna do it. Some of y'all gonna bend over backwards, rip your hamstrings out to get a taste of that Trayvon Walker. I know y'all. I've seen some of your comments. I seen some. Y'all was going in your secret stash, pulling out your toys. Yeah, males too. Y'all was pulling out your toys. Oh, we can get us a Trayvon Walker. What about that? Yeah. I seen you. Some of your kids right now, you're putting your kids on martyr, baby. This is for the betterment of the family. We need to get Trayvon Walker. We'll see you in 20 years. Yeah. Some of y'all done sold your neighbors' cars to get Trayvon Walker. I'm just borrowing it. I bring it back. Don't never see it. Some of y'all shaving y'all locks off, mailing it to the NFL so y'all can get Trayvon Walker to the Atlanta Falcons. Don't worry, we see you. We see you. So, yeah.
But like I said, once again, that just goes back to the same issue that we're gonna constantly have. If you're constantly trying to trade for players and you're constantly trying to get high-priced free agents, when is it going to be time for you to develop your own guys?
Right. And
because by you developing your own guys, that's how you build draft capital in itself too.
Right. But here's what y'all got to understand. And I'm going to say this, and I want y'all to listen very closely. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. We are not one player away from a Lombardi. We have an entire team that has to prove that it can function as one organism. We are not one player away. Not one player is going to make a huge difference on defense, offense, or special teams if your coach ain't on board and if your new players don't get an opportunity to play and showcase what they can do. We're not one player away. I hate to say it. I know y'all think that's where we are. I know y'all look, y'all got a lot of people hyping us up. We appreciate the hype, but reality says we not there yet. We don't know what all these guys are going to do collectively. You got to understand. Mike, Kev, and me are on the offensive line. It's 7 other people that got to think like we think. On the defense, it's the same thing. The DB room, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to think like everybody else as a unit. So if I got new players that didn't get a chance to play yet, that person has to get caught up to speed. And if you don't have continuity and chemistry, 9 times out of 10, the team looks like a bunch of marbles until they get it. We don't got bad players. They just don't got continuity and chemistry right now. They ain't played yet, or they played very little. Hit us up mid-season, and then that kind of tells you where the team is at. But at the same time, even with all of that, if Raheem does the same dumb gum-chewing stuff he been doing and nobody calls him on it, we're going to have the same season we had last season, even with these good players.
Man, that man Sam be killing me with that damn Homer Simpson, Uncle Jesse shit, bro.
Corey said fake Temu Black Panther is crazy work.
Won't lives matter.
Won't lives matter.
Won't lives matter.
Bean pie shake, my brother.
Bean pies. Bean pies. Bean pies. Nah, but yeah. Like you said, until we get the confidence to develop our own players, you're not gonna be able to get draft capital like that.
Now, Screwball, I will say this, bro. With that fiscally having a lot of truth to it, the thing is, I'll say a good 60% of the team can, if we're coached correctly, we could probably get to the playoffs. Because if you look at the state of the NFC South, bro, I gotta keep saying, and y'all got to go back to this, and y'all know I don't talk highly about cow turd. But this man is the second year in a row. This man is predicting we are on top of things. And based on what I've seen for the Saints, Tampa is in a nursing home right now. They just don't know it. The Panthers, they one mistake away from not doing anything. And the Saints, well, y'all gonna end up selling that Superdome. I'm telling you right now. Y'all extend one more contract, and y'all gonna be playing in the parking lot.
Oh my God. We're trying to talk about Raheem look like Farrakhan Big from Don't Be Embarrassed.
Raheem can go to absolute hell.
That is Captain Chiclet.
I'm not trading anything, okay? I wouldn't give this nigga the foot off my ass.
Not the pubic hair out your ass.
I wouldn't give Raheem a damn thing. He wouldn't know what to do with it. He'll probably start eating it.
Look, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Hey, Ghost Pepper stupid.
We don't need to be trading for nobody else's project because he don't even know what to do with his own project. What the hell is with him?
Oh man, Ghost Pepper said a bean pie shake with a side. Diabolical work.
Hey, no.
What? Ghost Pepper, bro.
I'll give him a gallon of milk with magnesia. I'll give him that.
Shut up, Mike.
Shit that he been shitting on us for goddamn 2 years.
Oh man, look, he the only coach I know trying to sell us chiclet dentures. Hey man, they feel good in your mouth. Just put them in your mouth and chomp.
I'm so tired of that motherfucker smile on the sideline when we get our ass fucking kicked. We get our ass embarrassed.
First of all, why is you wearing capris in November?
Don't nobody want to see your ankles.
Your glazed ankles. Walking around here with glow in the dark ankles.
He's the only Negro in Atlanta that always want to show his ankles. I ain't never seen a black man chew gum and twerk on the sideline while we losing.
Lord.
The problem is, in my opinion, Sam. Oh my God. So appreciate LT
Sam. Yeah.
People think it's the talent. I don't think it's the talent. I'm like, for me, he has to prove to me. He has to prove to me that he knows what to do with talent, and that's what goes back to Warren's point. He hasn't proven anything when we talk about talent and what can he do with it. He ain't doing shit with it. The motherfucker threw bouncing ball like he got down bowling in the damn alley or something.
17 split.
Doing this, and he stood there and looked at him and said, "I don't think he's hurt. I think he give us the best chance to win." Man.
Look,
oh my God, y'all.
Look, do y'all not understand right now the reason why Mike is having extreme sinusitis is our quarterback did the stanky leg in the pocket?
Like these dudes was literally physically grabbing him off the ground, and he said, "Yep, our quarterback give us the best chance to win."
And look, and doing it while chewing gum. Yeah, this he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Somebody give me another Hubba Bubba. Mm-hmm. Give him some more Hubba Bubba. He's good. Thanks for the $10 from LT. He said, "If you hit a man, in time his wounds will heal. If you steal from a man, you can replace what you stole." I.e., quote, South Central, nevermore.
What the hell? All I'm saying, man, we don't need to be trained for nobody else's talent until we figure out what the fuck to do with our own talent.
Look, I'm not trading nobody until we can get Raheem a full pair of pants that go down to his ankles.
Like, oh gosh, yeah, we don't know what to do with our own. We're trying to figure out if what we need to throw a slant the Kyle Pitts or throw a deep pass. We don't even know what to do with that. What the hell do somebody else?
I said, Raheem the type you deliver the bread to the bridge collapse. He goes, you make it up.
So what you said, right? He was the first dude to die on 2012.
Hey, Cam, we talking about this boy riding no hope.
Bro, I can't do it. I can't
You
do
said, you said he's the only one on Final Destination that rides behind the truck of logs and sit there chewing on chiclets and shit. So like, oh, what's a jolly good day?
Hey, nah. You know what? I figured it out, Kev. Raheem be chewing that Orbit's gum. Fabulous. That's why he get out of.
like, bro, no.
No. So, babe, y'all ain't worth a damn, bro. Three Dirty said the faster he chews, the more nervous he gets.
See, look. Harvey Freeman said, shit, trade Raheem in a Capri pants. I'm sorry, Harvey. Capri pants cannot go into free agency.
Oh my god.
Hey, no, little Mike, he be on the sideline. His favorite song is "I'm gonna go wrong."
Hey, D. Coleman said, Capri with ankle socks is nasty. Yeah, bro, especially when you got Vaseline slathered up between both of them.
Hey, look, I bet you got socks with the little furry balls on the back too.
Oh, Kev, I wasn't gonna go there. Hey, Kev, you mean to tell me he moisturizing his feet in them Jordans he got?
Yeah, he got baby fat socks.
Hey, look, but see what he do is he get them mid Jordans so it cover up the cat on the sock.
What is that? He got them baby fat socks. So called my Timu Wesley Snipes.
Hey, look, that's at least 55 because you know Wesley right now he going through some changes.
Man,
look. That nigga look like an extra off a Stomp the Yard.
So what you trying to say? He Columbus Short stand in?
Yeah, shit. Boy, that man was a stand-in for the Happy Feet movie.
Oh man, he got them vinyl footies that fit inside the shoe, so he ain't got to wear no socks.
I had one that was gonna be so bad. It was gonna be so bad. I'm not even going. I'm gonna say that one for when we get off. I ain't gonna say that one.
Oh man, he said I trade Raheem to 100 and Pat McAfee, Marvin Lewis at 240. Look, Screwball, you better be careful now. You know they do that 211 over there. That's still reserved.
No.
Mess around. Hey, look, mess around and melt your stomach.
Not melt the stomach. Damn.
No, we're not doing that one. No, we're not doing that.
Don't pay attention.
I trade that nigga for some Mad Dog 20 and a Black and Mild with a filter tip, nigga. What we talking about?
Oh man, listen, I trade him for a pork chop, some Draco Noir, and some of that Creek water.
Oh Lord. Trav said he looked like Sean from Drumline.
I can drum too.
I don't edit that damn movie out of my mind, so I don't know. Almost 5-10 years.
He did.
I can't watch that shit no more. I can't do it.
He said you gotta make love to the instrument. You gotta feel it.
But look, let me ask you a question. Why every time he drummed somebody, he was sweating? Like, what was you scared of? You already ugly. It don't get no lower than that.
Damn. Okay.
That mother look like a puppet from Eureka's Castle, nigga. What we talking about?
Eureka's Castle.
Be the man without the band. Saying Chicken George ain't worth the ear of corn. Oh my god, man, we about to get up on out here, boy. We go all day with this shit.
Listen. Listen, the only man that got a whole television show picket fences in his mouth. I'll leave it at that. Oh wow! Somebody said I'll trade Raheem for a Silk the Shocker. I'm done. I'm done. Oh,
Yeah,
oh no, not the dad from Gullah Gullah Island. No.
Wait,
No.
he said he be drinking Hennessy coffee. Oh God, that's diabolical. Oh,
Oh.
everybody hates Raheem.
a coffee cup.
Bro, this is diabolical right now. We literally sitting over here having a roasting session on this damn coach right now.
Oh my God, kid Trav talking about. Then the LT talking about Dog keep Silk the Shocker. Sorry ass where he at? Wait.
That motherfucker look like 50 Tyson, nigga. What we talking about?
Wait a minute. He said his teeth the fence from the movie Fences. Yep, that's it. That is absolutely it. Huckleberry Finn. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh my God, y'all.
All right, man. We about to get up on out of here, man. We like I said, we ain't about to do this no more. We ain't doing this no more. Like you said. We can't be talking. We can't be talking. We can't be talking about Lil Bill like this, man. We can't do this. We can't.
Whoa. All right.
You got some Colgate?
This nigga
We can't talk about Lil Bill. We can't talk about Lil Bill like this, man. No, we can't do that.
No. Y'all need to leave Wayne Head alone.
Roly poly only looking ass nigga.
We got to go, y'all. We ain't doing our normal. Thank you, Smitty, for coming on. Thank everybody here over the Sports and hit that subscribe over there.
Shout out to Smitty.
We ain't doing no. We can't do that.
It's roly poly only. You wanna see this side, and then everybody knows what I really want to. Roly poly.
Bruh, why LT talk about he a trade Raheem for Foghorn? I say, boy, I don't want no capris on my legs, boy. It make me look a little moist.
All right, we out, y'all. God damn it.